What's up, guys? Today we're learning how to read a tape measure. But before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell down below. Let's get right into it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another Wise Woods video. Today we're going to get really back to basics and we're going to teach you guys how to read a tape measure. Eventually we will get into more complex things such as cutting wood and starting an actual project. But in order to do that stuff, you've got to be able to do the really basic stuff. It's come to my attention that there's a lot of people out there that cannot read a tape measure. So we're going to do a quick thing and hopefully you guys learn something and hopefully it's useful for you. Let's get right into it, guys. Over here I've taken the liberty of out an inch for you guys on a much bigger scale. You can buy tape measures that have all these measurements on them already. However, I don't like those because I think they're just confusing with all the extra numbers. So as you can see here, I drew out my ruler from 1 inch to 2 inches, and that's what we're going to concentrate on because all the little lines mean the exact same thing no matter what inch you're in. So we're going to start off with the smallest lines on your tape measures is a 1/16 line, 3/16, 5/16. And every line in between those is another 16th. 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, all the way down. Every line, guys, is 1/16. Now the reason we have other measurements up here is because 2/16 can be broken down into a simpler number. You can simplify it and just call it 1/8. 4/16 can be simplified to 1/4, and all the way down it's the same way. What you'll notice is the 16th is the smallest line on your tape measure. Your second smallest line is going to be your 1/8, and then your third smallest will be the 1/4 inch, and then you have your 1/2 inch, and then your full inch line will usually go from end to end of the tape measure. Now what I have here with me is an actual tape measure so you guys can look at it and see it for yourselves. If you guys take and look at this tape measure, you'll see exactly what I said. Your 1 inch line goes end to end all the way down. And then your 16th line is the smallest, your 1/8, your 1/2, your 1/4, and then your 1/2. And it's the exact same thing all the way down the tape measure. What you'll also notice with a tape measure is you have this piece here. On a lot of tape measures, this piece moves. But on this, there it goes. You can move it. And it usually moves roughly about a 1/16 in and a 1/16 out. And the reason it does that, hold the phone for me, buddy. And the reason it does that little movement like that right there is the difference between pulling the tape measure. Sorry guys, bear with me here. Pulling the tape measure like so, or pushing the tape measure into something, and it's so you get an accurate reading when you're measuring to get a board to cut. So the tape measure is not broken if it does that. It is supposed to do that. And then you'll notice that on a scale, it's marked out the exact same way. Your smallest line is a 16th, and then an 1/8, and then a 1/4, and then a 1/2. I hope what this did was it just helps you guys out a little bit, and it helps teach something. A little something that not everybody knows how to do. You're not stupid for not knowing how to do it. It takes a lot to learn it. It takes a lot to know what the numbers in every line means. But if you're looking to get into woodworking as a hobby, if you're looking to get into any kind of construction work or electrical, plumbing, things like that, you need to know how to read a tape measure. It's a very basic thing that bosses and stuff expect you to know how to do. I recommend you pick one up, you learn how to do it. If you need to get one that's got all the numbers on it, all the fractions on it, then that's fine. Do what works for you. For me, like I said, it gets confusing looking at all those numbers on it, so I don't like those. Some people do, some don't. It's a preference type thing. Thanks for watching, guys. In our next video, we'll go over how to use a saw and maybe start a project. But like I said earlier, if you don't know the basics of the tools that you're using, something like reading a tape measure, your project will never work out. You'll never be able to build something without properly being able to measure for what you're building. Anything else, Jackson? Oh, let's not forget, what's the most important rule of the wood shop?
Safety first.
Safety first, that's right. Hey, thanks again for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And Jackson and I will be back later on with another video. Thanks for watching.